Yo, friends! Welcome back to the channel. NiceToReevU here, back at it again with another Marvel Legends review. Today, we have Iron Man from the Abomination Gamerverse 2020 Build-A-Figure Wave. We have that sweet packaging, the box window giving us a preview of Iron Man, the accessories, and the Build-A-Figure pieces inside, as well as that Gamerverse logo, the little Mar-Vell logos on top and bottom, that Avengers game logo from Square Enix, as well as that blue band with Iron Man's name, that little Hasbro logo, as well as the Build-A-Figure that this wave features, of course. Left side of the packaging, we have that sweet artwork of the Avengers. Same thing with the right side of the packaging. Turning this bad boy around, we have that awesome artwork of Iron Man, as well as the Build-A-Figure, the Abomination from the Gamerverse, and all of the other beautiful figures in this wave. Got them all, and the read-up. Here is the read-up. If you want to go ahead and pause it now, do so. Alright, with all of that out of the way, let's bust open this packaging and review this piece. Boom! Here he is out of the packaging, looking really fresh. Now, there was a little bit of deceit here. I thought he had some more articulation in the diaphragm area, but boy, was I wrong. Great piece anyways. Let's take a closer look. Iron Man has 23 whopping points of articulation, very good stuff, a lot of movement. His head does rest on that ball hinge joint, he has the hinge joints in the shoulder as well, that slit in both of the bicep, the double jointed elbows, as well as the hinge joint in the wrist. He does have that A slit in the upper diaphragm. I thought this was a slit there, but I was wrong. We do have that slit going across the waist as well, the hinge joints in the pelvic area, as well as the slits in both of the thighs, the double jointed knees, and to finish it off, the hinge joints in the ankles. Iron Man can look up about this far, as well as being able to look down this low. Iron Man can look left that far, and look right this far. We have that little bit of head pivoting. With that hinge joint, as well as that slit, the double jointed elbows, and the hinge joint in the wrist gives it 5 points of articulation. Sadly, Iron Man can only reach up about that high, and can do the 360 spin with both arms. That slit in the bicep giving him that swivel action, being hindered just a little bit by the shoulder pad. The double jointed elbows gives us that perfect movement, very clean articulation as well. We have the hinge joint in the wrist, hinging up, and hinging low. Now this is where I got tricked. We do have that A slit that Iron Man's rocking, and the slit going across the waist. I did think this was a slit up here for extra movement, but boy was I wrong. It's just sculpted that way, as you can see. Alright, as you can see, Iron Man can go back about that much, and crunch forward this much. Swiveling left that far, also swiveling right this far. Also, Iron Man does have 5 points of articulation in the legs. Iron Man can kick forward about that much, and kick back about this much. We do have the slits in both of the thighs, being able to swivel left and right, with a little bit of resistance, so you do have to force movement sometimes. Of course, the left thigh being easier to move than the right thigh. Oh jeez. He can bend his knees about that much, and with that hinging joint in the ankles, he can hinge down about that low, as well as hinging up this high, which is pretty good. And let's not forget that ankle pivoting at a crucial part of the ankles. Iron Man can do the splits about that far apart, which is quite impressive. Now Iron Man does come with his usual accessories that we're quite familiar to seeing. He does come with 2 interchangeable hands, 2 open hands, and 2 repulsor blasts. And taking a look at all of the repulsor blasts that I own so far, as you can see, this is a stronger teal color as opposed to what we're seeing before, like this dark translucent yellow repulsor blast. This bright translucent teal color. And the dark blue with the frosting touch. I really like this one. It's one of my favorites. As well as this dark blue translucent repulsor blast. And the bright yellow repulsor blast, which kind of seems more of like for guns, like War Machine or something. And this one's one of my favorites, the yellow one with the orange finish. Now this is just an awesome one. Alright, it's that section of the video where we talk about the size comparisons to other figures that I have reviewed. So here is Iron Man right next to Mar-Vell, the very first figure that I have reviewed in this wave. Here is Iron Man right next to Marvel's Rage, the second figure in this wave that I have reviewed. By far, it's a good piece. I really like Rage. Here is Iron Man right next to Mach 1, the third figure in this wave I have reviewed, and by far one of my favorites. I really do like Mach 1. Here is Iron Man right next to Leader. Now this figure really surprised me. I think his articulation is a little bit more better than Iron Man's. And here is Iron Man right next to Ms.Marvel's Kamala Khan. The last video that I have reviewed. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. And here is Iron Man right next to the Mandarin. I had to throw this guy in just for laughs. By far my favorite Marvel legend. Here is Iron Man right next to Ultron. I just kind of thought I'd throw in a big figure size comparison for the sake of the video. But as you can see, Iron Man is quite short. Alright you guys, that about wraps it up for this video. I hope you guys liked it. We're going to be finishing it off with Captain America tomorrow and then of the Abomination on Monday. So stay tuned for that. If you liked it, hit that thumbs up. Please subscribe. Leave a comment if you will. Y'all know the drill. I am out of here. Peace out.